are, dodging the crowd.
Oh yes, what a busy day.
Oh
Today
my
is
God.
even crazier than yesterday.
You're
and
just getting mobbed.
yes. Sometimes I don't even see that Kevin is here.
Right.
I'm just walking. Where's Kevin?
Maybe some people picked it up and moved it. They can move it and you wouldn't
Yes.
even know.
Well, it took us, wait, how many people? 5 or 6 people to carry it. Jimmy Oaks was as well in my garage last year.
Right.
When we
That's it?
Just lifted it. No problem.
Well, it's so good to be here. I've always wanted to come to Ultrace.
Oh, yeah.
And the event itself did not disappoint.
Absolutely
And
incredible.
of course, Kevin, as a build, completely did not disappoint.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know the story, but I was one of the Hot Wheels judges.
Yeah? When was it?
I was one of the judges for the Hot Wheels to potentially make this a Hot Wheels, and I voted for you.
Thank you.
I voted
Amazing.
for you. I really, really wanted it to go through, but unfortunately, I got outvoted.
Yeah, it is what it is. We're super happy that we got the chance to be in actual finals as well last year.
Yeah.
Just the idea that this is a worldwide known little car now from what it started with.
Yeah.
It's absolutely incredible feeling.
It's so crazy to me because this was such an ordinary vehicle.
Yeah.
And you made it so extraordinary beyond, I'm sure, your wildest dreams.
I just feel like with this car, it really shows, what I really wanted to show with the guys is that you don't need budget to make something great.
It's the idea.
People, where are you posting this actually? YouTube, Instagram?
Yeah, this is my YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
People can guess in the comments right now, how much do you think this whole build cost?
Yeah, I
Okay,
wouldn't even know.
you can pause it, I'll let you know. Okay, this cost less than around $3,000.
3,000
Okay, in
US
dollars,
dollars.
in US probably 3.5, let's say 4.
3,500.
Yeah.
Basically free
Yeah, essentially.
compared to every other
the
car
van
here.
was the van was 1,000, the bike was 1,000, and 1,000 for like wheels and little things because everything was made from scratch. There's no aftermarket parts for this at all. The
That's
air
incredible.
suspension is from a truck bed, so you know when the trucks are lifting up and down, not the European trucks, they have the lifting front side.
Yeah.
So that's where the air suspension is from. It's not even from the wheels.
That's incredible.
Everything is just made from the cheapest possible options with the boys in garage,
So
with no
for-
knowledge.
For those people who don't know, what is Nightride?
Nightride started as essentially just making videos around cars, but escalated into friends doing whatever they love. There's no budget, like crazy budgets on anything. There's no crazy knowledge about cars or anything. It's just ideas and guys enjoying cars. It's as simple as that.
And I think that's probably why it blew up, you know, because you
Relatable.
guys really are enthusiasts at heart.
Yeah.
Like the passion is there, the drive is there to do something extraordinary.
Yes.
It's really cool, and also the fact that you're Polish and you're really speaking to the Polish and Eastern Europe car community. I think
Yes.
that's incredible. I think
Oh, yes.
that's awesome.
Yes, it just, I'm a true believer on making something out of nothing.
Yeah.
And by our videos, you can see that very often videos are about nothing interesting. We in the past built a shed for Kevin, and we had no idea how to build a shed, and that was the whole video, and it was such a wholesome moment, and it just shows that you can do anything on YouTube, and people will love it as long as you're genuine.
All right, so let's talk about the build itself. This is one of those cars, I'm telling you right now, when I saw it, I was like, one day I'm gonna see it in person, and it's gonna be soon, because it's such a important build in car culture. It's such a historic
Thank
build,
you.
you know? Was this a running, driving K car?
It was basically one owner owned it for probably since it was new, I think, for at least 20 years or so, and he used it as a van for transporting dead animals. He
Dead
was He
animals?
was a hunter. So when we
In
bought
Japan?
it, no, in Poland.
Oh, in Poland.
Yeah. So we bought it like 300 kilometers from our house.
Was this this was originally Japanese delivery vehicle, or wait, no, this is left-handed.
Yeah, left-handed. This
So
is for
this is-
European market.
This was European market.
Yes. And we just randomly found, our friend sent us this listing of a cute little van. And we're like, okay, it's so cheap, you know, it's funny. And back in the day, that was the time when we just started Nightride, essentially. It was really small. And we were like, okay, this will be our merch van. So we're like, let's buy a nice little van to come to transport our merch. But then we bought it and it didn't work. The engine was not taken care of. It was really difficult to drive. So for about a year or so, all we did was a wrap, like a red wrap. We lowered it a bit, put nice wheels on it. These ones actually, but they weren't widened. Now they are super wide.
Right.
They were just stock wheels that we got from Japan. And that's it. For like a year and a half, it was just looking okay, but not running.
It's so crazy that it's red and it's like has had this rough life.
Yes.
You know, with blood.
It used to be beige, but when we bought it, it was also green.
But like when you say dead animals, I could just imagine how many thousands of corpses this thing
because he was
transported.
a hunter.
Yeah.
He was doing this for the weekend, so you know, when we bought it, when we were cleaning it out like a few days later, there was still some stains of blood and stuff. It was disgusting.
That's insane.
Yes.
And then now, so then like what was the inception? Like what was your first idea? When you looked at it, you're like, hey, maybe I can fit a motorcycle back.
No, for the first year and a half or so, or 2 years, we just made it look nice, but we didn't have any idea what to do with it.
Right.
So then everything escalated, and the brand became so big that this couldn't be used as a merch van anymore because it doesn't fit anything. It's so small.
Right.
So we decided, okay, let's put an engine in it. And we're like, okay, I think it would be cool to put a Miata engine, 1.6.
Right.
You know, like it will be pretty quick for this car. But then we kind of bought an engine before measuring anything, and we realized that the engine and the gearbox is longer than the car.
Oh.
Yeah, because the
okay.
engine will go here at the back. You see, behind the seats.
So normally the floor is a little raised.
Oh yeah,
because the
we
engine...
cut off the whole floor, like about here, this much. We cut this much of the car off.
Got it.
Yes.
Normally it's raised, and then the engine it sits
at the back there, behind the seats, where the front wheel is now. So yeah, the engine didn't fit, so we're like, okay, let's put a motorbike engine. Simple. A lot of people have done this. Like, you know, it's a very popular thing in the K-vans to put a motorbike engine inside.
Yeah.
Super easy. Cool, let's do that. And then we went to a friend's party at home, you know, like drinking and everything. And then we're like, okay, we need to buy a motorbike anyway. Why would we waste time taking the motorbike engine out from a perfectly fine motorbike? Let's just put the motorbike itself. And yeah, and that usually when these ideas happen, when we are drinking or whatever, it doesn't happen, you know. But next day we're actually like, okay, why not?
It's crazy to me how simple the idea itself is. It's so simple. I don't even know how to ask this. What inspired you to have such a crazy idea? I mean, like
laziness.
Just laziness.
Honestly, because like I said, we just couldn't be bothered to take the engine out of the motorbike itself. So a 2-week job turned into 8 months job.
What's crazy to me also is it's so simple and it sounds so, it's like a no-brainer. It makes me wonder why no one else has done this.
It just shows you that the most simple things are just overlooked. Everyone's just thinking of crazy builds and everything, when in reality you can do something cool with no budget and just an idea.
You know, it's really funny when we were doing the Hot Wheels show, everybody was like, what the hell is this guy thinking? And I was just like, that's my favorite car. I don't need a vote. Like everybody, you know, like this is the one. This is the one that should win, you know, but unfortunately it didn't win, but honestly, it won everybody's hearts. Really.
That's the thing. It didn't win the show, but I think it was a crowd's favorite.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
So then, does it move on its own power right now?
Yeah.
Like, how does it work?
So basically, if you go down here, nothing much has changed from original. We just took out the wheel.
Yeah.
Put a big sprocket here. Put a drive shaft from, like a go-kart style drive shaft.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's running on a stock belt.
And then the exhaust is just routed out here.
Also, another thing, our friend that made an exhaust never made an exhaust in his life. And that just shows you how you don't need to know anything. He could weld some other stuff before, but he was like, okay, I will try. And he just had fun with it.
So is this registered in Poland?
No, I mean, it has papers, but you cannot drive this on the roads.
Right, it's just too crazy.
Well, then I wouldn't know if I should register it on a van or a motorbike.
Right, got it.
How can you have both number plates?
Right, it's half.
Yeah.
But it's funny because, I don't know, I mean, this is one of the chicken or the egg, like this is running the car, but it's inside of the car.
Yeah, so, yeah. Because usually when you take an engine out of a car,
Right.
it becomes just an engine, but this
Right.
is still the bike. So should I have a number plate for this as well or not?
I don't know. That's the tricky part.
Oh, yeah.
So then, how does it actually work? Because this doesn't have a reverse gear then, right?
Oh no, you push it. It's so light that you can push it
okay.
alone.
So then, like, how does the connections work? Like,
So
let's-
basically, this is, what is this? I can't even see where this is going. This is the gears.
Yeah.
So essentially it's like a sequential at the front.
Got it.
That's the throttle. And all of that is connected, as you can see here, little cable here.
Uh-huh.
So that's the clutch. Everything is connected by a cable. The
That
clutch
still
is
works?
connected. Yeah, everything works.
Now, what's this?
Australian e-brake.
Upside down.
Yeah.
Wait, that's just the rear brakes then?
Yeah.
Because the rear brakes are separate from the front brakes.
Yes.
So then if you just push the brake pedal here, it only locks up the front.
Yes, I think so.
So how does this actually drive then?
Well, it actually drives better than you think. I was surprised as well. It drives exactly like a go-kart. Like if you've driven a go-kart in your life, that's exactly how Kevin drives.
So is it fast?
Yes, actually. Like strangely, yes. Like it's more about how fast you dare to go. I think Boogie was driving this the fastest, and he did about, I don't know, maybe like 80 kilometers an hour or so at some point, like 70 maybe, but it's scary. It's so loud as well that you cannot hear nothing.
Wait, so, and part of it being a go-kart is because there's no rear suspension at all? There's no rear suspension?
No, not at all. So like a go-kart.
So then the front,
At the front we have air suspension, like I said, from the truck.
right. So
I just lift it a bit so we can get it up and down the trailer.
and then is this the stock pickup point or is this
Oh, no,
raised?
this everything here is
Uh-huh.
completely custom, just pipes.
Got it.
Everything was cut off.
You
Yeah.
did retain pretty much most of the original van.
Yes, yes. And that's why we also didn't put the doors in. Well, first of all, we kind of lost one of the doors because it took so long to build. And then we're
Right.
like, okay,
That's
what do we
something-
do now? So we're like, okay, let's just keep half the car without the doors at all, because if you have such a crazy thing inside, people should see it. So why would you need doors? So there's only half.
I just love it so much. So did you guys make the seats too?
No, we bought these. They were the cheapest seats I could find locally, and the only seats that could fit this.
Huh.
Because we wanted some proper, like, normal racing seats, but
Yeah.
nothing could fit. So I had to get just,
Right.
these ones.
I love the fact that this is something that's easily overlooked. You left the front wheel
Oh, yeah.
attached. And I'm assuming you probably tried to leave as much of the motorcycle as possible.
In theory, if you give us half a day or a whole day, we could take the bike out and ride the bike away again. And then put it back in, because it's strapped into the roll cage, so you can just undo it.
What a
It's just a lot of
It's
effort.
such a hilarious scene because when you need to properly stop this, you have to pull this and you have to push the brake.
Yeah, it's good.
It's so good. I also love the fact that it's a tiny steering wheel.
We had a proper one here before, but then we went to New Zealand, and someone there's a guy in New Zealand who makes these custom.
Yeah.
And we're like, man, this is perfect for Kevin. So we just put this.
Amazing. So gas tank here. Is this?
No, this is
the,
this for the air suspension.
The air suspension tank. Where is the fuel tank? Oh, it's here.
In the bike.
Okay.
Where else? It's
So
a bit
then-
tricky to fill it up, but
Right.
luckily we don't drive it enough to worry about that.
So you have to like.
Yeah, you
put
sort of
a-
have to go in there, open it up. I think I filled it up last year.
Is that the original red?
No, we painted. Well, bike was white,
Oh, okay.
but we painted it all red to match it. And we really wanted to buy a bike that would match the time period of this car. Everything is there.
It's so funny because at one point I bet one of these K-Vans did transport a bike like this.
Maybe.
You know?
Maybe.
Like this was their track vehicle.
Yes.
Like this is what they used to take their bike to the track as a support vehicle. That is so crazy. And then so structurally, besides the back, there's a couple points where it's attached
Yes,
to the
that-
chassis. Other than that, it's just attached up here.
Yes, we were experimenting with that quite a lot because we didn't have, for example, this mounting we didn't have before because the bike had so much torque, it was bending the whole car. There's some videos on our channel how we were doing this, and it was pretty tough. But Yeah, everything always has solution.
And then, so do the gauges still work?
Everything works.
Oh.
I mean, the gauge wouldn't show. It would show RPMs, but it wouldn't show the speed because. No, it might show. I'm not, honestly, I don't remember.
So then, what about the cooling system?
Yeah, that we haven't figured out yet. We had some issues. I can see the floor is a bit not good because we had some overheating issues before. That we're gonna figure out probably for next season because we have some different plans for this car for next season. We didn't have time to do it now because of our Skyline. But for next season, we are planning to do some big changes to this car, make it more usable.
That is so cool. Yeah, it would be cool. I'm assuming.
But you can drive it for like good 10 minutes, no problem.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's funny because you, as a passenger or driver, you're part of the cooling system. Like the air has to go through you.
Yes.
Then through the radiator, and then out the back.
Yes.
I'm assuming if you relocate that somewhere else or whatever, I don't know.
That is not the biggest issue. It's just a time-consuming job, you know.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
For this season, we really didn't have time because of our other cars that we're building.
It's so cool. I really love what you're doing for the scene. I love what you're doing in the car community. It's just incredible.
Thank you.
It's so cool. It's refreshing, is what it is. You know, it really is refreshing. So cool. Thank you.
And people
so much.
loving it seems.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this car without any attention at all.
Yeah, I know. Like you said, you can't leave. If you just go to your booth and you look over, the car disappears.
Look, there's just like 3 filmers just behind you with proper cameras filming right now.
It just gets engulfed. It just disappears.
Yes.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah, glad to be here.
We could start it if you want.
Sure, yeah, can you?
Wait, let me...
Let's start it.
Wait,
I would love to hear it.
I might need my friend to come here.
Oh, guest appearance.
Hello.
Guest appearance.
Hi.
Hey, Chad.
I'm not in Thailand.
I know.
It feels like I'm in Thailand because it's that freaking hot.
It is very hot.
Dude, I'm so...
You're salty.
I'm always salty. I'm so excited to see this thing run.
Dude, so sick. What a great idea.
I asked them yesterday, I said, how did this come about? And they said, we were going to put the motorcycle engine in the van, but then we were lazy. So instead of pulling the engine out of the motorcycle and putting it in the back of the van, they just put the whole motorcycle in the back of the van. So this was born out of laziness.
That's, I think, one of my favorite parts about the story. But what you missed, this was a vehicle for a hunter to transport dead animals. For 20 years, they transported dead animals, and now it's reverted into this.
I would not want to be the detailing company that had to clean that thing.
They said they had to clean it off, so. But it's so good to see you here. Like, this is the best part of our car culture. It's a worldwide thing. It's a worldwide thing that you can't stop. Look at him. He's putting it in neutral. Wait, so that means when he's shifting it, first is down, then it's neutral. Then
because it's a motorcycle. It's a motorbike transmission.
Yeah. Wait, so then
the battery is a bit dead after us using the air suspension all weekend, but let's see if it starts.
Okay. All right. We're gonna start. Hopefully it starts.
Super dead.
Okay, super dead.
Oh no.
But we can go and take another one.
I can't wait. I got my earplugs in. We're gonna start it up. Found a battery.
Hopefully we're gonna start it up. Let's see. Let's see. Let's go.
Yeah. So then, I'm surprised there hasn't been that many copycats yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen a single one actually. Probably just because you actually have to put some fabrication work into it, and it's a lot of fabrication, so it's difficult. If you'd have off-the-shelf parts, then of course everyone would do it.
Right.
It's fun.
It starts.
Yeah, somehow started. I have no idea how much petrol I have inside. I haven't filled it up since last year. And I put last year like 5 liters in there, I think. You almost like a minute or two.
You almost need like a tube that goes to the top or something.
We were thinking about making a filling up hole, so we can fill up the car from the top.
That's a good idea. I really love the fact that this is running. That's what. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's the brake light.
Still works.
So that doesn't work. I don't think it works. So this is not connected.
No, that's not.
None of the electrical.
No.
Even the headlights. Not connected.
Not at the moment they were, but then we up some cabling and we left it without it. And a funny story about the side, you see there's no light actually on that side.
Yeah.
Some crashed into my old other motorbike back in the day. And we could not find a light like this anymore. So we just took it out and made like a plate.
I guess you don't really need that. Yeah. I guess you don't really need it anyway. Yeah.
That was loading all the RPMs.
What RPM was that?
No idea, I pressed it like 70% maybe. Okay, one more time, I can go more, but that's
Okay,
it.
one more time.
Okay,
Here we go. Oh my god.
Sigma, Sigma.
The smell. Wonderful,
That's
burnt oil.
amazing. That's so cool. Dude, thank you so much for showing us.
No, I
oh,
think,
look at this.
Yeah.
Oh, she's smoking. She's smoking. I love it.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Look at all your fans.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Insane.
He's
not a
still
fan.
cannot recover.
Not anymore.
No, I love it.
I'm
can't
used
hear
to
it
I
it.
love it, but it hurts.
Yeah. Co tam? Nie, już nie. Oh, thank
Oh,
you.
that is so cool.
Look at that.
Wow, Lego.
That's and a bike inside.
That is awesome. And the bike is inside?
Yeah, look.
What the heck?
Ah, ouais.
That is so cool. That is so cool. All right,
Thank you.
you might have to escape. I'll
One
escort
second,
you
I'll
back.
put it here.
He literally has to escape because of how crazy it is. Like, he's gonna get mobbed. Like, people are gonna take him. All right.
Yeah. Crazy. Nice one.
Nice one. Thank
I
you
hope
so
you
much.
enjoy the little tour.
Love
Yes.
it. All right, you gotta go. You gotta
Oh,
escape
yeah.
before
Wonderful.
you get mobbed.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. All right. One more question I forgot to ask. What, like, how did you come up with the name Kevin?
It's a
K-van.
K-van.
I know, but how did you, like,
Me, Sam, and Boogie were driving back from the purchase, and Boogie was just sitting driving for a few hours. It was quiet, and he was like, "Kevin, let's call it Kevin." We're like, "Yeah, cool. Let's call it Kevin."
That's it?
Yeah.
I love how casual
Because it's
you guys
K-van.
are. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so Kevin.
The thing is, I understood it right away.
Because
right away.
the car has such a aura around it. Like, it just looks like a live being. So it just made sense to give it a live person's name.
Yeah, even though it transported so many corpses.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it was fun.
Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying our ultra race coverage here in Poland. Definitely wanted to give a big thank you to our friends from Pennzoil and Yokohama Tire. So Pennzoil has been a long-term supporter for us. They are so into us creating content all around the world, spreading the love of car culture. And right now they have this campaign called Long May We Drive. And as you guys know, we drove a lot. And especially this trip because we did such a long road trip and we're not done with it yet. We have so much more driving to do. So yeah, long may we drive in so many ways. For you guys to keep driving, to keep your cars on the road, running Pennzoil, keeping your engines safe, but also definitely a big shout out to Yokohama Tire. They are such a big supporter of ours too for so many years. Way before I even started doing YouTube, I've always been running their tires in time attack, autocross. Now I'm using their tires for wheel-to-wheel racing, and then we're using AO52s on my E36. So at least I don't have to worry about the engine blowing or losing traction on track. Everything else is a little questionable on that car. But thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video.